friends, in this video I'm going to explain you about sequences and series, which is chapter 9 of class 11th NCERT. So here, as we see the two terms sequences and series, its meaning is very simple, and it's really a very interesting chapter because we will have lot of application based questions on this. So let us first try to understand what is sequence. Sequence is nothing but set of numbers which are correlated with some rule. For example, if I write 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on, here we can see that they have some rule hidden behind them for the successive terms of which will occur. Like if we see difference between 4 and 2 is 2, 6 and 4 is 2, 8 and 6 is 2, that means they are having a constant difference among them. Likewise, we may have any type of rule hidden between the term and its preceding term. Such a set of number is called sequence, and nothing but if we simply add them, if we have any given sequence and if we add them, that will be called as series. So in this chapter we will be coming across and we will be learning what type of sequences we may have and how its series may be. So here let's understand the type of sequences we are going to learn and series we are going to learn in this chapter. So the first thing that we are going to learn in this chapter is arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. Then we will also see what is arithmetic mean. We will also see what is geometric progression. And after this geometric progression, we will see how to find geometric mean. In class 10 already we have learnt about arithmetic progression. So there is nothing extra about it in class 11. Arithmetic progression is having things as it is which we had in class 10th, other than the application problems which are introduced here, and the extra thing is arithmetic mean. So here I will be explaining formula which are we have to study under arithmetic progression. So for finding any nth term, the formula is a plus n minus 1 into d. This we already know, this we have already studied in class 10th. An is a plus n minus 1 into d. But as I said, if there is a series of terms, like here I have written a sequence 2, 4, 6, 8. Just in case the same sequence is written with addition form, like 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8. In this form, if the sequence is written, the numbers are written, so this is called series. Whenever the numbers are in added form or subtracted form, be it a subtraction, but actually we are adding the negative numbers, isn't it? So here for this case, if you are asked to find the sum of this series up to 12th term or 13th term or whatsoever term is given to us, in that case we have to use this formula. Sn is equal to n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Because it's very obvious that we are not going to add it like 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 6 is 12, 12 plus 8 is 20. This will be a very, very tedious job for anyone. So to reduce it or to overcome that, we have got this formula for finding sum up to nth terms, sum up to n terms. So again, this is one important formula that we will be studying in this chapter. Now next is arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is nothing but, suppose we have this sequence 2, 4, 6, 8, we may have any other sequence. So they may ask what is the arithmetic mean of its fourth term and fifth term. See, this is called first term, second term, third term, fourth term. Likewise, they may ask find the arithmetic mean of seventh term and ninth term. So in that case, the formula is a plus b upon 2. The a and b are the numbers between which the arithmetic mean has been asked. So this is another important formula. In next video, I will be explaining the application of all these formulae to make the things even more clear. Next is geometric progression. Geometric progressions. So geometric progression case, what it is actually. See, arithmetic progression is having a property, as we have already studied in class 10th, that the successive terms, when we subtract from is subtracted from the previous term, we will have a constant number, like we will have a common difference, isn't it? So here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 is an example for arithmetic progression, because here also we can see that they have a common difference between them. 20 minus 10 is 10, 30 minus 20 is 10, 40 minus 30 is 10, and so on. Now let us consider an example for geometric progression, how this type of progression is. So example for this, let us take 2, then 20, then 200, 2000, or we may have any other example also for easy understanding, as the channel name itself is Comfort Your Maths. So for easy understanding, I have given this very simple example for understanding geometric progression. Here, if we divide the term by its preceding term, whatsoever term we choose, if we divide that term by its just preceding term, the ratio that we will get, the value which we will get after division, remains constant. So for example, if I choose this, so 20 upon 2, 20 upon 2 is 10, right? 20 upon 2 is 10. Similarly, if I choose 200, so 200 upon 20, if I do 200 upon 20, if I am doing, again it is giving 10. Likewise, whatsoever term, wherever it is, if it is divided by its preceding term, the ratio comes out to be the same number. So such type of sequence is called geometric progression. And in that type of problem also, we may be asked find its nth term. So for finding the nth term, we have got a formula. An is equal to ar to the power n minus 1. So this formula is used for finding the nth term of the sequence when the sequence is geometric progression in nature. Okay. Again, the way we had a formula for finding sum of the terms, sum of the number present in any type of progression, we have in geometric progression as well, for finding the sum of the terms up to fourth term or fifth term or sixth term. Here also we have that case. So for finding sum up to nth term, the formula is a times 1 minus r to the power n upon 1 minus r. Here r stands for common ratio. Here r stands for common ratio, and here r is less than 1. That's why we have written 1 minus r. Otherwise, it will be a into 1 minus r to the power n upon r minus 1. It will be like this. So here we have seen that to find nth term of geometric progression, this formula we use, and for finding sum up to n terms of a geometric series, we find we use this formula when r is greater than 1, and we use this formula as this should be written first, r to the power n minus 1. Either of the two formula we use, and then we may also have an infinite series, but it is not in NCERT syllabus, just in case we had a geometric series which is infinite in nature. So for that also we have a formula which is a upon 1 minus r for finding sum of infinite series, but it is beyond the scope of the syllabus. Infinite series case, sum of infinite series. So these are the important formulas that we are going to learn and its application, and obviously geometric mean is also there. So geometric mean, the formula is under root AB. Just like arithmetic mean, we may be asked to find geometric mean of any two terms, any two successive numbers. So for that, formula is under root AB. So we will have even more better understanding of these formulae by solving the examples, which we will be doing in our next video. Thank you.